washing every day, like you said.
Make sure the water's good and hot.
Fresh off the stove it is. Keep it up now.
I don't want the blame should them sores return. Looks like someone wants a word.
Oh, good God. Mary!
Charlotte!
Christ, it must be 4 years at least.
Look at you! Not the shy girl I last laid eyes on.
Only when they want me to be, right?
That's my girl. Oh, when did that start?
A while back. Madeline brings her in once a week. Hunters always pay more for a healthy queen.
I imagine she ain't short of work. I hear there's another house just opened in Knightsbridge.
She's off starting lodging houses too.
Built herself quite the little empire as Madeline.
Come on then. What you been up to?
Trying to make sure I don't end up in the gutter with my throat slit.
Fuck. Don't say that, Red.
It's my own fault. I'd still be here if I hadn't given that bitch a blinker.
You were right, though. Tart ended up nicking off all of us.
Well, I hope she's happy.
You do?
Course I fucking don't. Yeah, enough of that. I came because I need help.
Anything.
I'm looking for someone. Man named John Pizer. Been told years where I might find answers.
What do you want him for?
I want to make sure no one else gets hurt.
He came in here once or twice. Some of the girls didn't like him, said he scared them. I didn't want to be like that. I wanted Madeline to see I was strong.
And?
When we did it, he liked to pretend. You know, like he was someone else.
Who?
He was just pretending, Mary. Me too.
Charlotte who?
The killer.
Jesus!
It was just an act, a story. He didn't mean no harm.
Did he ever mention where he lived? Charlotte!
This ain't none of my business, Fred. Ain't yours neither.
Shame they couldn't say that, eh? They were too old, too poor, too fucking tired. If you're happy to carry on pretending it ain't happening, then be my guest. But I can't. Not anymore.
He spoke of his mother's house. You and Madame talking. You used to work here, didn't you?
Until I was thrown out, yeah.
What's it like working the streets?
Not easy, but I manage.
I meant no offence. I'm worried about my friend is all.
Who's that then?
Abigail.
Name doesn't ring any bells.
She got sent away a few weeks ago. Madame dismissed her and I haven't heard from her since. I haven't seen her at all. And with what's going on out there.
Oh, I'm sure she's fine. If anything had happened to her, it'd have been in the papers.
But why hasn't she been back then? We told each other everything. We cared for each other. A few thrusts and it's over, I expect.
Let us return.
Du Lac, it will be as it was an hour ago, and the hour before that, and all the other hours stretching back to yesterday.
Damn crowds! Have they no respect? A woman has died.
To hell with the crowds. Our concern should be Mary. Are you absolutely sure you haven't seen her?
Of course I'm sure. I would remember, would I not?
I suppose. It is a shame. If only there was some way you could remonstrate with this curious mob. Some special words that would convince them to leave.
Out of the question. I will not resort to sorcery. If I did, would it work?
Aye, you are desperate. You could enchant 1, 2 at a push. Certainly not dozens.
But you have the right of it. There must be something we can do to disband them.
What you need, Du Lac, is a diversion.
A diversion? Fey, that is masterful.
No! We are not going to repeat the rabbit dog charade. I could taste soap for an entire week the last time.
On our arrival, when Charlie spoke of the recent murder, did he not promise us a spot should we have need of it?
Du Lac, that was a ruse. The boy would say anything to entice you to favour him.
It is not us he need entice. Come, let us go and find him. Not interested.
If you're wondering where my boy is, look in my side of the bed. Not like the wife will let me near her nowadays. The daft sod might as well get a good night's sleep in my absence.
Not to be rude, but I'm not in the mood tonight.
Breathe deeply, Du Lac. I fear it'll take a decade before my coat is rid of the stench.
I find I am growing accustomed to it. The smoke is homely.
Try as I might, I cannot banish young Mary from my thoughts.
Evening, Mr. Jenkins.
Charlie! I need your help.
I'm your man, sir.
I wish to see where the Chapman woman was slain.
Afraid, sir, I don't do that no more. Seeing Mrs. Nichols like she was in a mortuary got me to thinking. What if I were lying there instead? I wouldn't like it, people paying to make snoo pies at me.
I assure you, Charlie, our reason is a noble one.
In that case, I'm in.
We must visit this site alone, and without any interruption. Can you make it so?
Do my best, sir.
Then we go, at once.
I was sceptical the boy could do it, but we are alone.
I doubt it will be for long. The rabble will soon discover his cry of murder to be false.
No fear. If the police have scoured this place as robustly as Mrs. Nichols' corpse, our stay will be brief.
No lack of boot prints. The police, no doubt.
Here's a torn piece of fabric. Crocheted. It holds Mrs. Chapman's scent.
A keepsake, perhaps?
Or something she was hoping to sell. I've seen others doing similar. Some strands of grey hair. I can't tell whose they were.
Blood marks the fence.
Mrs. Chapman's, I presume. This must be where the body lay.
A farthing. Could have been dropped by anyone.
There's some ash here, burnt remains.
Then Mary spoke truthfully. What is its meaning?
The womb has much symbolism and power. The giving of life and rebirth.
To think of that poor woman in this miserable place. Her body desecrated.
London's heart grows darker by the day.
Maybe it is as the mystics foretold. The end of days are upon us.
I smell something buried here. 3
The
rings.
killer removed the items and buried them. Why?
The Bible speaks of brass as the melding of the divine and the human. 3 could represent the Trinity.
So it was sacrilege?
We bury out of respect. No. I think our killer was hiding.
From whom?
God. There's something here.
Shiny, in the ground, saw.
Hidden in the wall.
I want 3, 3, 3, 3.
Terrier. Male. Aged 4 to 5. I've smelt him before over by Spitalfields.
Delightful.
What is all this about?
Shiny in hand, this is mine. Mine, dog, my shiny. 1 shiny in nest, mine. Better shiny, bright, bright, bright.
Trade you, dog. 1 for 3.
Fine.
We like trade.
Dog still dumb.
Ugh.
What is this strange object?
I think it's monk's hood. The herb has cleansing properties, sometimes used in preparation for a ritual. The smell. It is pulling me elsewhere. Yes, it is here, drawn onto the ground. Unsheath your sword.
Juanit Myrna achladeth let off da eknese, on look that Galdor hei sungen.
My God.
Fey, what does it mean?
Your instincts were correct, Du Lac. Mrs. Nichol's blood was taken. It was the first offering. I am certain we would have uncovered this very same symbol where they found her.
If her blood was the first, then Mrs. Chapman's womb was the second. To what end? What does the murderer seek?
The arcane cannot be used without cost. It is why you feel lightheaded now from moments ago. But you have an infinite well on which to draw. Most others in this world do not. Witches are not aged and bent double for no reason. The power anyone seeks requires sacrifice. The greater the power, the greater the sacrifice.
You say there have been 2 offerings. How many more are needed?
I don't know.
But more will die.
The heart, Du Lac, in the mirror.
This is joined to Merlin.
But how?
All I know is that there is someone out there who shall kill again unless we stop them.
All we have is the monk's hood. Whomever used it, the scent will remain on them for a day or 2.
Then we must seek them out.
Du Lac, they could be anywhere. We must narrow the search. Now, this isn't some ordinary herb to be plucked from a hedgerow. It would have to be purchased. And there is only one place in Whitechapel you would hope to find it. The chemist.
Come. Day breaks and I hear the crowds return.
As I live, Sir Lancelot and Lady Fey. I had hoped the rumours were true. A pleasure to see you both.
To come across your scent the other day was surely a surprise, Bladewith. In a city of all places.
Oh, it's always been a dream of mine to live away from the forest, and I thought I'd give London a try. Oh, what brings you both here?
A demon. Oh, we trust them now.
Sometimes it can't be helped.
This was no ordinary creature, but a seer demon.
Strip me back! I thought they were a myth. It's not true, is it? What they say about the eyes.
Only human.
Oh, enough to make your leaves curl.
Quite.
So, if it granted you visions, you must have asked it for something.
Merlin. We wish to find him.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Neither was I.
You think he's here? In Whitechapel?
That is not all. Our search leads us to believe there is a connection with the recent murders.
Oh, this is too much. You know, I've never seen the Great Wizard myself. I don't know many who have. All I know is from stories. Ones the oldest trees used to tell.
You mean where he ran off in a sulk and became a field?
Oh, Lady Fey, you are naughty. It were a mountain and not just one, but many. The Glitteral, they call it. I would recount the legend, but it loses something when spoken in any human tongue.
And we are in a hurry.
Fey.
You cannot deny it is a touch ridiculous. All he need do is turn himself back.
Well, the curse is self-imposed. The power it takes to maintain it drains the power needed to change himself back. He's trapped.
Need I say more?
Trust me, Bladewith. We have not come to offend. We come for help.
Why, Sir Lancelot? I'll do anything I can.
The fiend we hunt is trying to grant himself tremendous power. Where these women have been slain, monkshood was used as part of his evil craft.
Monkshood? I sell that here.
We know.
You think he bought it? And I sold it? Oh, I feel ill. I've aided the slaughter of innocent women.
There is much here that can harm as well as heal, old friend.
I've only ever wanted to help.
You still can. Tell us who purchased this herb and we will find them.
Oh, I do keep note of items I sell and to whom. It helps me learn. You're more than welcome to look.
This sale was last month, on the 29th day, for a large amount. But it says the buyer was a woman.
An accomplice, perhaps. We should find her regardless.
She gave the name Morris. It is noted she has a knowledge of herbs. On the 4th day of this month, a sale was made to a tall man. His hair was the color of fire. He gave the name Henshaw. The 7th day of this month, the herb was sold to a gentleman. Bladeweth could not place the accent. The man refused to give his name. It was noted he had a special knife with 2 blades.
I've got relatives nearby. 7 elms they are. Although folks seem intent on calling them sisters.
Try as I might, I cannot banish young Mary from my thoughts.
Try harder.
I just wish I knew where she was.
Did you get what you were after, sir? On Ambry Street?
Yes, Charlie. Thank you for your assistance.
Oh, sir, it ain't nothing. My ma was right pleased with the coin. She don't need to know where it came from.
I suppose that is one way to consider it. Where are you now bound?
Mrs. Burns, sir. Your brass were enough for a leg of mutton. Mrs. Burns ever so kind. Suppose you are too, sir. Thank you.
For the love of God, stop crying. I'll do anything if you just stop.
Don't see why everyone's so upset. Just a fucking Judy, weren't she?
Oh, Mr. Jenkins, how nice of you to say hello. No complaints with the room, I hope?
Everything is fine.
Won't find better lodgings in Whitechapel.
I can quite believe it.
So you're planning to stay in London for very long?
As long as need be.
What did you say you're here for again?
Trade.
What line of work are you in?
Immortality?
Ah, you sell cures. Well, you won't be short of custom round here. Probably find some new diseases while you're at it. Don't suppose you've ever come across something for baldness by any chance?
Du Lac, please.
I must be off. Do not be ashamed of your baldness, Mr. Waldron.
Yeah, well, easy for you to say. You've got enough of the two of us.
Not to be rude, but I'm not in the mood tonight.
I ask ye, brethren, is there none? I ask ye, brethren, is there none more guilty of God's wrath than the Romanist, or indeed the Jew? For each mutilate his words for their own purpose.
The scent leads you to that woman.
Without doubt she carries a trace of monkshood. This must be her.
Rub this on your chest, morning and night. You get going now, dear. I'll be sure to find you later.
You are a healer, I see.
Don't know what you mean, sir. I was just passing something on to a friend. Good day to you.
Do not lie to me. I know about your dealings with the chemist. The procurement of certain herbs.
Please, sir, I don't want no trouble.
And you shall have none unless you continue to lie.
I am a healer, as you say. Mostly I treat the unfortunate women you see around you. Like Betty, who you just saw. She has a terrible soreness in her joints. I was giving her something to help.
Do you deny using monkshood?
No, not at all, sir. I use aconite for quite a lot of things. Found it good for poultices. The women I see tend to have sores in rather delicate places.
Yes, I am sure they do.
I'm seeing a woman later who suffers. I could show you if you like.
No? Thank you.
Please, sir. If that be all, I would like to be on my way.
You did not want to see the sores, Du Lac? Most unlike you.